Inside James A. Rhodes Arena with our weekly conversation with head coach Tom Hanna. And coach, kind of disappointing weekend this past weekend at Northern, losing in 3 sets, and Western. But just briefly talk about things that you did like that you saw, especially Friday night in the fight that you put up against Northern.
And that we were just having a meeting with our captains, and one of the things that we talked about even Friday night and again Saturdays, we did a lot of good things. We played a lot of high-level MAC volleyball. Was it enough to win? Apparently not. We lost 3-0 to Northern Illinois. The match was decided by a total of 7 points. We lost by 3, by 2, and by 2. We did a lot of things in that match, hit markers statistically that allow you to have a chance to win in this conference. And other than the serving category, the difference in hitting efficiency was a couple decimal points. The difference in passing was 0.01. We both passed the same amount of perfect passes. They earned 55 points. We earned 54. Somebody looks at a score line and says you lost 3-0. Yes, it was a pretty good match, and other than serving where we had some untimely errors in set 2 and 3, we just had too many errors in set 1. We did a lot of good things. And even against Western, we came out, jumped on top of them at the beginning, and then they started to get a little bit better transitionally, made some stops, and we did not answer back, say, the way we did the weekend before against Buffalo and Toledo. But in broad strokes, we did a lot of good things on the weekend, just didn't unfortunately turn into a W for us.
We talked a little bit off camera about Kayla Vooge and Emily Wygand and the combinations that they've been having over the course of MAC play, but just briefly talk to me about their combo and then the combo that Emily looks to find some of the other attackers.
Sure. Kayla's had a great MAC season so far. Her efficiency is tremendous. Typically in the past we've had point production out of her, but it would come with some offensive errors, and that is not happening this year. So that's been a big boost to our level of play. Emily's certainly getting her good looks, which is also combined with the middles playing fast, so we get her one-on-one, one-on-hole, and she gets some good looks. But Emily's delivering the ball in the right window. Our tempo, I think, has still been pretty good. I know I had some coaches comment on that this weekend that our tempo was pretty good and put them under some duress. So Emily's doing a great job there. And Lex picked up her offensive production. She's been very good on first contact for us on serve, receive, and defense, and started to pick it up a little bit more offensively. I think she hit 225 on the weekend. We'll take that every time we can get that out of a left side hitter, and hopefully we can find a way to get maybe some other people a little bit more involved, which is a little bit of a focal point at this week. We'll see whether we can do that come Friday and Saturday night.
We talk every Tuesdays. It's typically right after your captain's meeting. What are you telling the captains, especially preparing for a week like today, or a week like this week when we have Central Michigan and Eastern coming to town?
It's really not about us telling them anything. It's really more just of a conversation opportunity to have a dialogue. There's not really an agenda from our end. They have a little questionnaire. They come in, they walk in, they sit down, they fill out, and that kind of is the jump off point for the discussion. But there's really no agenda from our perspective. We're trying to get, I always say, the temperature in the room. Hey, what's going on with the group? Who needs our help? Where's the group at physically, mentally? What do we need to back off a little bit in order to be fresh for this weekend? What does this group need right now? So it's really not agenda driven by us. It's kind of whatever they literally bring to the table.
And then again, Chippewa's Friday, Eagles on Saturday. Obviously, we focus on the Friday match first. But just briefly tell me what we know about these two teams from Michigan.
Sure. I mean, Central, I think is doing some good things and just hasn't found a way to break through. You watch parts of their performance and go, okay, that's going to be a handful for us. We're going to have to manage some things. And again, I think we can always, if we're good on serve and pass, put people under duress. Same thing with Eastern. They run pretty good tempo, but if we can serve them out of system a little bit more, okay, now now we have a little bit of an advantage. Are we going to be able to handle their style of offense and how they actually attack the ball? The tempo is one thing, but what they do with it when they actually make hand contact, if we can handle that well, certainly put ourselves in a better position to win.
Tom, as always, appreciate the time that you have for our weekly conversations. And fans, this is the Think Pink weekend. Both matches, the Zips will be focusing on breast cancer awareness, so we hope that you come out and join the festivities. Friday night at 7 against Central Michigan, Saturday at 5 p.m. Always head to gozips.com/tickets to get your tickets. We hope to see you here at James A. Rhodes Arena. For Tom Hanna, Chad Welker, and the Zips Digital Network, have a great week and go Zips.